like tools for, like, I love Google Calendar. It's definitely really hard and kind of fumbling around during the day trying to figure out what needs to be done. So I love like all of my due dates on there is a calendar tool, so you can check things off. So all my due dates and my priorities, but I have like everything on there, and I've tried so many different tools. Start meditating, make a cup of coffee, then I cut this down, like cut coffee and bring up some breakfast. Judge me, I'm embarrassed to do this thing. But even so much for coming on my podcast, where can I find you and follow me at marianwriting.com and subscribe and a bunch of other stuff.
Hello everyone, it is Monday and I was just getting started packaging up some orders for my online vintage store, and I went to print a shipping label and realized I'm out of printer paper. So thankfully I live very close to an office supply store, so ran and grabbed some paper. It was also at that moment that I realized I was hangry. I do this thing where I literally forget to eat. I don't realize I'm hungry until I'm starving. So at this point, obviously I wasn't gonna make lunch for myself. That would be silly. I ordered a smoothie. This smoothie place, literally not close to my house, but every single time I run an errand, I somehow convince myself that it's on the way, even though it literally was like 20 minutes out of my way. You know, when you're so hungry, you can literally like feel it hitting your stomach, or is that just me? I don't know. Anyways, so it is like 4:30 p.m. and I had a very slow start to the day, slow start to the week. And Mondays are kind of like my Saturdays actually, because I work all weekend, Thursday to Sunday. So Mondays I usually like to sleep in and just kind of like plan out my week and take things slow. But there's a difference between resting and procrastinating, and my mind doesn't really know the difference. You know what I'm saying? Something I really need to work on, like intentional active rest time, because if I had just taken the day and just said, I'm not going to do anything today, I just need to rest, I'm just going to have a day, that would be one thing. But the whole time did want to sleep in. I allowed myself to sleep in, whatever. But then the whole time I'm like, oh, I should probably get started on this, should probably do that, blah, blah, blah. It's just not good because it's like, it's always hanging over my head. Anyways, that was just a little rant about my procrastination tendencies, but I need to get home. I need to package the rest of my orders so that I can get to the post office before it closes, which I'm sure I will, but I don't know. These things always take longer than I think they will. And then I also have a lot of photography to do for this week's end of June drop on Thursday. Let's do it. This is really yummy. This is literally incredible. The most delicious thing I've ever tasted. This is a cardamom rose latte with oat milk from Atomic Coffee in Royal Oak. And I go to Atomic whenever I'm in the neighborhood, and they have a bunch of like fun lattes, fun flavors. So 10 out of 10 recommend. Look at this beautiful blue sky. So pretty. Today was a very special day. I was just officially diagnosed with ADHD. I don't even know where to start. This has been a really long time coming. Obviously, I have had ADHD for 23 years of my life, apparently. I don't know. Like, at various points during my life, I was a little bit suspicious that I might have it, but I always kind of brushed it off and was like, no, I'm just lazy. Over the summer in like June or July, I saw a TikTok about ADHD that really resonated with me, and it also really came to me at like the perfect time. It was like a day when I was really struggling, and I was like, holy fuck, I have ADHD. I talked to my therapist about it. She referred me to someone, and that place didn't work out because of like insurance stuff, but then one of my friends referred me to another place, and basically the whole process has just taken a really long time. Yeah, just found out for sure, and it feels really good. I feel super affirmed and relieved. I was like pretty nervous going into it because I was nervous that she was gonna tell me I don't have ADHD, and then I was gonna be like, how do I explain everything in my life? I just feel like looking back on my life now, everything makes sense. This is like the missing puzzle piece in my life, kind of. That's so dramatic, but it's true. Obviously 23 years old is older to be getting diagnosed with ADHD. A lot of people are diagnosed when they're kids, but I never had the kind of red flag of not doing well in school or like behavioral issues in school. I didn't have that at all. I always did really well in school. Well, okay, the thing is, I was doing well on paper, but I always felt like I was struggling so much. I always felt like there was something missing and like I wasn't at my full potential. It was really hard. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I thought I was just lazy. What was I saying? The red flags as a kid, I never had those. I think that's what I was trying to say. But anyways, it just feels so affirming. Like I said, everything makes sense. Oh, this is what I was gonna say this whole time. Basically today, a lot of what we talked about was I'm very capable of doing everything. I'm capable of focusing and having like really intense concentration. I'm capable of all these things that, I don't know, like you think of people with ADHD can't focus, they can't do this, blah, blah, blah. I can do all of those things. It just takes me a lot of effort. Like really simple things leave me feeling really drained or like it's just hard. I think my main thing that I struggle with the most is like motivation, activation, and procrastination. Oh boy, we don't even want to talk about procrastination. So that was just like really nice to hear and just a different perspective. I definitely have had like a super healthy outlook on this the whole time. I've been talking to my therapist about it the whole time, and so that's been nice. And as soon as I told my therapist about this and explained everything, she was like, yeah, she agreed that I probably have it, but she couldn't officially diagnose me. Now that I know for sure, I just feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I feel so good. I feel so affirmed. Like I said, I'm really happy. I have been going back and forth a lot about whether or not I want to try medication, and it's something I still feel kind of, I don't know. I go back and forth so much. I really see the benefits, I really see the drawbacks, but I am gonna try it, I think, but not for another month because I made an appointment with the same place where I got tested. I made an appointment with their med prescribing dude and I couldn't get an appointment for a month. So I'm going 1 month from today and we'll see how that goes. That will be very, very interesting. That's my day so far. It's been really interesting. A long time coming, like I said, and I was just like really nervous this morning, and obviously I was nervous for no reason. I knew I was nervous for no reason, but you can't control it, you know? You're looking at a woman with ADHD. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna drink this latte. Delicious. And I'm going to work on stuff for end of June. Another drop this week. We have one every week. So I have some photography to do. And then we'll see what the rest of the day brings. Thanks for tuning in. Hello friends, it is Wednesday. I just got done with therapy. We talked all about my ADHD diagnosis. It was a grand time. I'm just learning so much about myself. What more can you ask for? And I actually have a job interview coming up. It's in about 30 minutes. It's at 2:40. And I just kind of wanted to share like how I prepare for job interviews. Not that I'm an expert, obviously, because I don't have a job. Just kidding. It's not my fault. We're in a pandemic. But I usually just do a lot of research about the company, and then I look up common interview questions and type out answers to every single one and then practice saying them out loud. You can know what you want to say but not actually be able to say it in an interview, you know what I mean? And also just having a lot of knowledge and research on the company itself, I feel like is super important, because they don't want someone who is just like mass applying to every single job, you know what I mean? They want someone who like really wants to work for this company specifically. So that's what I did. And even if you don't necessarily incorporate it into your answers and stuff, like your passion, wait, no, no, I take that back. You should incorporate it into your answers to questions because it just shows that you really care, you really did your research, you're prepared, and you could be like the most qualified person on the planet, but if you don't care about the company or don't know anything about the company, it's not gonna work out for you. I don't know what else to do right now. Every time I have an interview, I'm like, what am I supposed to do to prepare? It's very loose, but I tried to make the process a little bit better by doing 25-minute blocks. So it's also known as the Pomodoro technique, if you know. So I did research on the company for 25 minutes. I answered common interview questions for 25 minutes, and then I reviewed my cover letter and looked over my application to make sure that everything was consistent. I did that for 25 minutes. It can also kind of just like jog your memory and remind you why you wanted to apply for this job in the first place. And then I reviewed for another 25 minutes. Actually, I didn't do that yet. That's what I'm gonna do right now. It's in 25 minutes now, so wish me luck. Hopefully everything goes well, and I'll update you after. Here's the outfit. I look ridiculous because it's on Zoom, so I was literally just wearing this oversized white t-shirt and these off-white pants, and you know, can't be bothered to put on a real outfit, so I just threw on this blazer. But this is one of my favorite blazers. I thrifted it 2 years ago now, I feel like, and she's cute. I don't wear her super often because I'm more of a casual gal, but whenever I do need a blazer or something, just a little, just makes me feel cute, you know? And it's like a blazer, but it's not like a blazer, like it's fun. It has like orange and pink in there. I'm also wearing orange eyeshadow to match. I never wear eyeshadow, but when I do, it's orange because my favorite color is orange, and one of my best friends got me an orange eyeshadow palette. It is one of the only eyeshadow palettes that I have, so I'm really an all or nothing gal. No eyeshadow or bright orange. I just finished and I feel like I'm emotionally exhausted. I was just talking for so long because I had therapy, then I had a little break, and then interviews. So like I've just been talking for so long, but I think it was good. It was really quick. It was only 20 minutes, so it was more so not informational, but just like very first round, like pretty basic questions. Was I prepared? Like none of the questions she asked me were things where I was like, I typed out a response to this answer. Except, okay, the first one was just like, tell me about yourself. So I felt like I had that one down. And then the second question was about a project that I was proud of. And then the third question was about a project that was a challenge. And so I had answers for those, but they were more so like reaching into my memory from past interviews, if you know what I mean. I definitely could have prepared a little bit more. It's okay. Hopefully that was enough to give me a second interview. That's all I have to say about that. I do have a lot to do today for end of June. I feel like I say that every single time I vlog. I'm like, yeah, I have a lot to do today, but I am going to send out some packages. I'm going to edit photos, post them, get everything ready for the drop tomorrow. Hello everyone. It is Saturday night, February 13th, aka Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to all my gals. And if you're watching this, you're my gal. Even if you're not a woman, that's just how it works around here. And tonight I thought I would take you guys along with me on a little baking adventure. Tomorrow for Valentine's Day, my boyfriend and I never really like go out all out for Valentine's Day. It's just not like our favorite holiday. Tomorrow we decided to just like have a nice dinner together, and he really loves cooking, and so he's cooking dinner and making drinks and stuff, and I was like, okay, if you make dinner, I'll make dessert because that's more of my territory. I'm not really good at cooking. He has this fancy thing planned, and I was all day today looking at different recipes, and I think what I'm gonna do, actually I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to make ice cream sandwiches because I actually work at an ice cream shop, and so I brought home pints of ice cream. We have raspberry and red velvet, so I'm going to make like chocolate brownie ice cream sandwiches with raspberry and red velvet ice cream. The recipe I found is actually for peanut butter ice cream sandwiches, but I don't like peanut butter, but I will link the recipe obviously. But I'm just gonna follow that and like modify it a little bit. Thought we could have a little baking date. What is a baking date without a little beverage? So let's see what we got. Oh, this fridge lighting. I'm gonna have this. So this is mead actually from Blom Meadworks, which is in Ann Arbor, and it is Christmas mead. It is Valentine's Day. It's not Christmas anymore, but we just have some of that left over and I really like it, so. Yummy. This is what we're going for, but like I said, not peanut butter. More of a Valentine's Day vibe, but she's cute. Here's my ice cream. This is the red velvet. And then here is raspberry. Okay, so I am making these gluten-free because I eat mostly gluten-free, and I'm using this Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1 flour, which my family uses for like everything we bake, and it works really well. So hopefully it works for this too. It's just like, you can't even taste a difference. Here's the thing, I'm supposed to have 5 ounces of unsweetened chocolate, and I have 4 ounces. So I think I'm just gonna add some extra chocolate chips. Hopefully that all works out. I'm gonna try it. That's not good. That's bad. Yeah. I have absolutely no idea if that was the correct amount of chocolate. Let's do a little more. People always say like baking, like cooking is not an exact science and baking is. Like it's like chemistry, so you need to be exact with it. I'm never exact. I'm always guessing. It usually turns out okay. Maybe I just have a gift.